This is Parenting Kids with ADHD, a beginner's guide to help your child self-regulate, focus, and understand their superpower. Written by Renato Flauzino and read for you by Mccrae. Introduction. At the best of times, being a parent is stressful. From the moment they exist, this tiny little human being depends on you for everything. Everything. You might think you know what it feels like to be a parent, but the truth is, it's not always going to be idyllic. Try as you might, you will not always be able to anticipate your child's every mood and whim, or give them exactly what they need all the time. Being a parent is about learning on the job. Nothing will prepare you for parenthood before you are one. Mistakes will be made no matter how much you prepare yourself or think you're ready. It might as well be the most demanding job in the world. Now, throw into the mix a child who has ADHD, and the job suddenly becomes 1,000 times more complicated. Since you are already reading this book, let me make an educated guess. Chances are you think they might have or do have ADHD. You might also be a sibling, a relative, a teacher, or an educator who has come in close contact with an ADHD kid, and you want to know more about them. This is genuinely excellent news because I can tell this child means a lot to you. And let me tell you this child is lucky to have you. Allow me to introduce myself at this point. Then you can understand why my book is what you're looking for. My name is Renato Flauzino, born in Curitiba, Brazil. My parents are both teachers, my mom being a pedagogue and my dad an aesthetics teacher. Due to their career choices, education, schooling, and reading have always been a part of my childhood. Throughout my life, I was fortunate to have two wonderful parents to guide me through everything. I was a teenager when we moved to the USA to be enrolled in a high school. Let me assure you, this was very different from my life growing up. During this significant transitional period, I was also diagnosed with ADHD. To be precise, I was 14 years old at that time, a turbulent period in every boy's life. It was completely unexpected. My teachers told me I was too much to handle. As you can guess, it was heartbreaking for them and me. I have very vivid memories of that time. I remember one incident when my teachers summoned my parents, who refused to acknowledge my ADHD. Instead, they said I was being wild out of sheer malice. As I sat there, shamefaced and downcast, my unyielding teachers described how I had disobeyed them in class. I don't think I have to tell you how low I felt the whole time, do I? But if your child has faced bullying and misunderstanding in school, or if you have had trouble making people understand what they are going through, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I had always been a happy child. Compared to many people around us, we had an idyllic life. I was going through 1.5 million emotions at that time of my life. The fear of failing despite trying my best. The guilt of letting down everyone around me, and the frustration at my limitations. So everything that you think that your child suffers from, I have lived through, bitterly. I remember thinking, why couldn't I control my anger when something I disliked happened? Why did I have to subject myself to all the thoughts and ideas that entered my mind involuntarily? Why am I always miles away when I try so desperately to stay in the moment and focus in class, or follow my parents' directions? There's one more thing I would like to add here. Despite all the hardships I was going through then, I had a constant companion with me. You see, it was not just me who had ADHD, but my younger brother Emmanuel, 1 year younger than me and a student at that time, who was also diagnosed with dyslexia. So we were both diagnosed almost simultaneously with different severity of symptoms, making it difficult for my parents to deal with the situation. My brother struggled to control his feelings against his best efforts. It was like he was a volcano ready to explode his emotions at any time. Like me, he also had a lot of trouble convincing other people of his ADHD. I witnessed his sadness when his friends thought he was lying about his difficulties or acknowledging his limitations. As much as I struggled, I was also scared for my brother and hurt by his pain. Thankfully, we had our parents to get us through the dark days.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?